I guess with the marketplace that we work in, the digital sector, it's really important that we're consistently staying above the curve in terms of what new techniques and technologies are out there, so that we can build a good pool of candidates for our clients and make sure that they're getting the people that they need essentially for both contract and permanent opportunities.
Clinical Professionals works predominantly in the life sciences sector. We've got a very large UK operation. We've spent the last 2 years really focusing down on Europe. So 2014 is more about diversification of some of our services, so developing new vertical markets and then taking those out into Europe.
We want to open at least another 400 offices over the next 7 years. That's going to be primarily focused in North America, South America, Southeast Asia and Africa. We're delighted to bring back Doug Bugie from America, who is the guru of recruitment franchising, to head up our franchise business.
The challenges that we're facing this year are that the marketplace is really buoyant. So there's a constant need for more candidates, and clients are coming up with new briefs. So we're always looking for a new set of skills. We now have a situation where we have a resourcer dedicated to each of the teams, so that we can grow the number of people that we get through the door for our clients.
The biggest challenges for us as an industry within life sciences is candidate generation. There are more vacancies out there. Candidates are far more savvy now. They have lots more social media to look at and things like that.
You know, we are, as an industry, as a profession, the ultimate people business. You know, it's 360-degree people and sales, and therefore the challenge is always to get people who understand that, hire them, train them, mentor them, and most importantly, retain them.
There's a lot of challenges in our market in terms of skill shortage, so we're looking further afield to Europe and some national parts of the country to see if we can draw in those skill sets.
The market's really changed. The way people use recruitment businesses now, staffing businesses, is very different, and you can't just pick a CV up and send it to a client. You have to do far more now. You have to really understand the motivations of the people you're working with, the candidates, what they aspire to.
I think the digital market as a whole is a big opportunity. You know, if you look at all sectors, whether you're in e-commerce or whether you're a hotel business, whether you're, you know, kind of a small startup, the digital infrastructure of your business is really important. So actually we're increasingly finding that our role as recruitment is about consulting with businesses about how they set up their digital teams.
The recruitment industry has completely changed from where it was 10 years ago. And just the way candidates now, they have so many different people approaching them all of the time, so employers directly, recruitment businesses, and I see from some of the other staffing businesses that I know that they're going back a little bit to the bad old days where they're just not looking after candidates appropriately. They're getting this volley of roles coming through, and they're just now starting to chuck a lot of candidates, maybe inappropriate candidates, at roles to try and get a placement. That is not what a good staffing business does.
China's a difficult place to do business. We've been there for nearly 18 years, and we've had to get a Chinese investor in to help us expand into the second and third tier cities. Now, there's been a couple of companies recently that have shown the industry that it's ultra specialisation that wins through.
You know, recruitment isn't the most respected role out there in the marketplace, and I think at Futureheads we really strive to really change that market perception, and I think everybody in general really needs to raise their game.
There are a lot of challenges we've got at the moment. A lot of big corporations now are putting in-house recruiters in. They make the market quite difficult to work within.
The great thing about recruitment is that if you've got recruitment skills, you can always hire, you can always find an area that's expanding and to recruit into.
Looking at clients and giving them consultancy rather than having a very transactional relationship is very important.
I think in the last few years, because of the downturn, a lot of recruitment businesses across all sectors have not valued their candidates. They've possibly had a dearth of candidates and a shortage of vacancies. In the last year, there's been a complete 360 where it's completely the other way around. We're back to a very, very candidate short market. Within the pharmaceutical industry, it's always had quite a flexible approach to working, particularly within research and development. Because, for instance, if you're working with a clinical research assistant, they are going out monitoring trials, so they have to have flexible working anyway. Some will do a lot of work from home.
We want flexibility in our workplace, and what the legislators seem to misunderstand about temps, interims and contracts are that they are a flexible alternative, and they're a great alternative for a lot of people who want to work temps on a temporary basis, on a contract basis or on an interim basis, and they should be allowed to carry on doing that.
You've got changes in minimum wage, you've got some vulnerable workers out there that are affected by that legislation, and perhaps by recruitment agencies or businesses that aren't particularly compliant.
Government, please, and legislators, please, stay out of recruitment as much as possible. Really, when you try to legislate on a fast-moving industry like ours, which is a people-based industry that understands people and understands how people want to work, we don't need it, because we're flexible anyway.
I think if you want to work with clients who have bigger budgets, and we want to see the recruitment industry grow this year, I think it's really important that you actually spend some time with that client, understanding what their objectives are and actually helping them plan what their talent is over the year.
We're finding our jobs are going up week on week on week, but our candidates are fairly static in terms of those that we're bringing in. So 6 months ago, we looked at that in a lot more detail and realised in order to cope with these vacancies that are coming up now more and more and more, the volume's increasing, that we had to increase our reach to candidates. We are having to up that all of the time, that level of service, so that candidates are coming back to us.
The future is people, not technology. Technology is fantastic. There's nothing more than I like now and again to get onto Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, use all those things, but they aren't, my life and our lives shouldn't revolve around social media and technology. Technology is a way to improve our lives, and we mustn't allow, and recruiters in particular, mustn't allow social media and advances in technology to impede what they do. They need to talk to people, meet people, influence and persuade people, and sell to people. 2014 is going to be an excellent opportunity to prove to our clients through specialisation that we can add value to the recruitment process, and we're just going to grow and grow. This industry is going to get stronger and stronger, not just in the UK but throughout the world. I'm very positive about the recruitment industry.